Oversleeping. Hello everybody, Tom here from Code. I hope you're all doing very, very well. Today I'm going to discuss the issue of oversleeping. What is oversleeping? How can it happen? And why you should not be too hard on yourself if this does happen. So oversleeping. Oversleeping is something that occurs really when, in my opinion, you're still a bit tired and you haven't had perhaps the quality night's sleep that you required, or maybe even enough sleep. So first and foremost, if you find yourself oversleeping, please don't be hard on yourself. There would have been time in the past when I would have been very angry with myself for oversleeping, especially if I'm waking up and I've got stuff to do and I'm putting myself under pressure to not get that done. But now those days are gone. I'm kinder to myself and I accept that if I'm oversleeping, it's because I either need the sleep or the quality of sleep I've had has not been good enough. Okay, and I'm not hard on myself. I don't see the point. At the end of the day, you've overslept because you need more sleep or you're still tired. That's the way I look at it, okay? I'm very fortunate that if I do oversleep, I have a very proven way of getting around it, in that I have already allowed enough time in my day, because I'm up early, to readjust my schedule in a way that I won't really miss out too much. Not everybody has that fail-safe, but I do, and I'm very grateful and very fortunate to have that, really, yeah. But I'm going to go into why people oversleep. It actually can be akin to actually oversleep, because it is this form of just absolute feeling exhausted and not being able to sort of have any sort of get up and go. Now, people say that if you oversleep, that maybe you are someone who hits the snooze button and that you are lazy. Well, I will not slam anybody for hitting the snooze button, because having some get up and go in the morning can be very difficult sometimes. Sometimes you don't feel the need to get up, sometimes you don't want to. And if you've been through depression like I have, you don't have any get up and go at all sometimes, and that's totally fine. I'm going to give you a couple of tips here that might help you when it comes to oversleeping, and it's entirely and utterly up to you whether you implement them or not. But definitely these couple of tricks may help if you find yourself oversleeping. I don't usually oversleep. I'm quite lucky, but I do occasionally. And when I say occasionally, I mean very occasionally. Last couple of days I have, but I haven't really had any requirement to really get up because it's been the weekend and it's also today a bank holiday. So no real major need to get up. It's not like I've got to go to work. So no real stress. And even if I did get up late and did have to go to work, I would find a way around it, because I always do. Okay, so first tip that I'm going to give you, if you find yourself struggling to get up in the morning, if you find yourself that oversleeping is becoming a thing, put your alarm clock further away from your bed. Don't have it on your bedside table, because it's very easy to just go snooze or turn the alarm off and then suddenly fall back to sleep. Don't do that. Put it so that the only way you can turn it off is if you physically have to get out of bed. Because what you're then saying is, you're saying, I have to get up. You're almost forcing yourself to get up. Put your alarm clock on the other side of the room. Do whatever you got to do that makes you get out of bed. That's one thing. And then the second thing you may find as well, if you find yourself opening your eyes, so you're not oversleeping, is that you've not woken up on your alarm, but you got up but you're not fully up, count to 5 or count to 3 or something like that. Do a countdown, because a countdown then says at the end of the countdown that there should be some action, and you'll be surprised how many times you will literally move. So example, you wake up, count down from 5. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And on 1, trust me, 90% of the time you're going to move. It's if you're telling your brain, ready, steady, go. and definitely it works if you're finding yourself to struggle to get up. The age-old thing here, as I've said, is do not be hard on yourself. It is not lazy to oversleep. Sometimes there can be underlying issues. As I've said, it can be linked to depression, and sometimes it is literally probably your body saying, look, I'm still tired. That's why I'm needing a bit extra. I'm kind to myself now. There'd have been a time in the past when I'd have gone absolutely berserk at myself and been really hard on myself for not being up. But I'm not anymore, because at the end of the day, I recognise that it's being so hard on yourself, and that you should accept that sometimes you need more rest than perhaps you considered you needed. With this case, maybe the night after you've overslept, you have a little bit more sleep, you go to bed a bit earlier, or do something like that will allow you to adjust a bit more. Guys, this is my first of 3 videos this week. I thank you all ever so much for being here. I really appreciate your time and energy spent here on my channel. Thank you kindly. First of 3, as I said, put down in the comment section below. Have you ever been guilty of oversleep? Is this something that happens commonly? Or like myself, is it like very, very rare that you do? But when you do, you know what to do and you know how to get around it. What are your thoughts on this? Remember to hit that subscribe button down below and leave me a thumbs up and a like, and let's hear that line go ding dong so you know my next content's out. I will be back with my second video in a couple of days time, but until then I want to say thank you all ever so much for listening. As always, I really appreciate you all. I'll be back in a couple of days. Until then, take care of yourselves and bye for now.